Sorry. Hi guys. In today's 9 minutes motivation, I'd share with you something very simple yet very complicated about relationships. It's one thing to find a relationship, get into a relationship. It's another thing to carry on in a relationship, take care of the relationship. It's very difficult. Almost, why almost? Every relationship begins with a very positive note. It begins with a lot of excitement, a lot of newness. It has its own charm in the entire thing. But over a period of time, I think almost all relationships start becoming dry or withers out. A lot of reasons are there. I want to discuss one reason with all of us where we mess it up big time to the point of irreconcilable. See, as long as a relationship is in a reconcilable state, a lot can be done in a relationship. But how do we reach to that state where it almost becomes irreconcilable? You can't get back to normalcy. A value which I have practiced in relationship, for which I think people have a lot of time misunderstood me, but eventually they understood it, and I was able to save a lot of my relationship. Not all, definitely not possible for any human being. I'll make the statement and then maybe I'll give examples for all of us to understand it. It is better to hurt in a relationship. Otherwise, you'll end up hurting the relationship. I repeat, the value of very beautiful value in relationship that one should practice is this. It is better to hurt in a relationship. Otherwise, you'll end up hurting the relationship. We somehow feel when we are together, something the other person does and we don't like it, or we feel offended, or it's a very awkward moment in the togetherness and not enjoying the whole thing. If that time, if you voice out and tell the person, people think they might feel bad. So we end up absorbing that awkwardness, that disturbance, whatever offensive thing happened, we end up absorbing it. And that little thing that you absorbed, like this over a period of time, you keep absorbing those small little, uh, maybe some taunts, some remarks, some passing comments, some awkward moments, some offensive talks. And over a period of time, this piles up, and one day we boom, we just burst out in a relationship, and we actually end up hurting the relationship. When the first time something was done in between two of you, when you began a relationship or when you started a relationship, initial days everybody want to show their best side of their life, a best phase of theirs. But familiarity breeds contempt. And when people start coming close, they take this liberty to sometimes be sarcastic, sometimes jokingly, maybe. But sometimes not everybody can understand your jokes and take it in a proper sport. When somebody says something to you for the first time and you think it is not right or you do not like it, it would have been a right statement, but you did not enjoy it. I think you should be able to say, when you speak like this, something in me get triggered because of my background. Please next time don't do this. I don't like it. The person will try to explain, justify, but that's okay. But you have voiced it out, no, that you got hurt because of this statement or you felt hurt. In fact, if when you say it, the other person might feel bad, because if you don't say it, you absorb it, you will feel bad. If you say it, the other person will feel bad. And this one thing is going to be always part of relationship. When something happens like this, either of you will get hurt. It's either you or it's the other person, which means feeling bad is going to be constant. Now, who is going to feel bad is important. First, you felt bad because of what happened from the other person's side, and if you voice out, the other person might feel bad. So it's better if both of you feel bad for the same thing. Not a great thing, but it's a temporary feeling bad, a temporary feeling of feeling bad. Or you end up feeling bad almost regularly with almost all the relationship. Other person doesn't even know that something what they are doing is hurting you or triggering something new. If you can voice it out, both of you will feel hurt. Both of you feel bad, but it's a temporary hurt, it's a temporary bad. They always pacify each other. But you will not hurt the relationship in the long process to the point where it becomes irreconcilable. It is better to hurt in a relationship. Otherwise, you will end up hurting the relationship itself and you will lose it for lifetime. It can be your boss just because he or she is your boss. If they take that liberty to pass some nasty comments or some, I have a very beautiful team of people with me, and sometimes I take the liberty to just say a few things. And since I only have taught all this into my people, they come and tell me, Deepak sir, sometimes you speak like this. It actually feel bad about the entire thing. Can you just avoid it? I feel momentarily bad and say, come on, yeah, this much liberty I should have for all that I have done for you. But I realize the person is feeling bad. If I can change my communication or maybe the tone of my communication or maybe some words I don't have to. A few people I don't uh, do those things because I know they have clarified to me. Momentary hurt they also had, I also had. But suppose they do not do it and keep receiving it, and I think just because they are not saying anything to me, they're okay with the entire thing and keep doing it and they keep getting hurt, and one fine day they will say, or one day I realize they stop coming to me, they are staying away from me. Why? Because they did not say it when there was hurt happened. They felt bad, and over a period of time, staying away from me, it actually hurted the relationship itself. Right? It's better to hurt in a relationship. You get married, you have a new in-laws, or you have a new family there, you have a new daughter-in-law in the house. Don't keep taking from each other few things if you think they're awkward, not agreeable, not acceptable. I think it's okay if you tell them this is not okay. Mummy ji, I don't think this way. If you talk to me, I will ever enjoy it because I have to live this lifetime with your house or this new family. Please don't do that. Or you're telling the daughter-in-law, "Bete, this house is going to be yours only, but these few things that you do or this one thing that you have done right now, I don't think we will be able to live with it on a daily basis for a lifetime. Can you make a small correction?" There might be a momentary hurt, momentary feeling bad for each other, but I think it will do a lot of good to the entirety of the relationship. So it's absolutely okay, and it should be. Anytime something like that happens between two of you, such a beautiful relationship, just because you have a relationship and you have that fear of losing a relationship, in that insecurity, please don't end up absorbing all that nonsense. Sometimes it happens, those disrespectful comments, sometimes or disrespectful treatments and ill treatments, or those little insulting moment that happens in relationship. No, it's always better to say it, voice it out, talk it out. Even if it's momentary feeling bad, it is a feeling bad for only that moment. It will do a lot good to the entirety of a relationship. So my dear friends, let's keep this message for all of us in relationship. One reason for which relationships can become irreconcilable with all that effort you do is this one: it is better to hurt in a relationship. Otherwise you'll ending otherwise you'll end up hurting the relationship. And I think it's not too fair on each other for such a beautiful human beings that two of you are. So I have done it, I do it, and I'll keep doing it. But I want to have longevity of relationship. There will be these punctuations of small hurts and feeling bad. But that's what makes a relationship beautiful. All good is not always good. Some bad is always required for a beautiful goodness to happen for a lifetime. That belief, let's start this beautiful day and beautiful week together. Here we go. Guys, go get set. gift your little one this experience. It's their time to loosen up, break free, to rock their lives with me.